Hi, and welcome to the very first 1995 Bon Jovi concert series. And I'm a bit nervous because I'm like, oh my god, oh, what have I started? So, let's just, start where we are. Every journey starts with the first step. So right now it's May 6th and the year is 2020. And 25 years ago, that's where we pick up, that's where we start our journey. 25 years ago, on this day, 10 p.m., now 10 p.m., Bon Jovi was finishing a concert in Jakarta, Indonesia. So this concert was sold out. And it was a hot day, but it was also a heated day because there had been riots. The riots in Jakarta have actually made it to the biography from John Bon Jovi. It's not an autobiography. He never wrote it himself. It's not an official biography, but in his biography, written by someone else. The riots in Jakarta actually made it. So it was thousands and thousands of people who didn't have tickets and who wanted to get in. And that really got out of hand. And I really think that once you know this, once you know that this took place before this concert, it's like, wow, that he had the ability to just, I'm just, speaking about John Bon Jovi, but of course it's an entire band. They were able to just shut that out, shut the noise out, and deliver a great show. Like if I had not told you this, and you would have watched this concert registration, you would not know it. And so yeah, it was a heated day. It was a hot day, and it was a really, really great concert. So the concerts around that time are, some of them are not documented at all. In fact, this concert takes place the 6th of May, but the one prior to that, on the 4th of May in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, we don't know anything about that. There are no videos were shot there, aside from one which I'll show you. No videos were shot there. No set list is known to this day. So we really have shows in that area in 1995 where we don't know anything about, where we have no material. And then there's also shows where you have like an entire concert registration, or like a bootleg from the entire show. And one of them will be, I've already seen this. This is the one coming up next Sunday in Seoul, South Korea. So there's concerts where you have nothing. There's concerts where you have the entire concert, and there's concerts like this one, which have a really good video, really good show, 70 minutes, but it's a compilation, so it's not the full set list. So there are different versions about what the entire set list must have been, but there's no material from the other songs. So there was a TV channel, and that chose to didn't choose to, that had the rights to create a show, a television program. And from the supposedly 19 songs that Bon Jovi played, they used 11 for their compilation, their TV show of 70 minutes. And there were really harsh choices that they had to make. For example, Dry County, which is like, it's a fan favorite, and especially, you know, now 25 years later, we just can't imagine that there was a time when Dry County was played that much. It was played that much, but just like always, it wasn't played always, like Dry County and Always have always been, you know, really difficult for John's voice. So Dry County was dropped. It wasn't a Bon Jovi song that was a huge hit, I think, either. I wonder if it was even a single. Well, either way, so they dropped a lot. Wanted Dead or Alive was dropped. I can't believe I'm just rambling on about Dry County. What Wanted Dead or Alive was dropped. So, like, if you see the set list from the TV compilation with 11 songs, and then you compare it to the what supposedly the set list was, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that. But having said that, the 70-minute compilation of this show that exists is really, really good. And so here's what I'm going to do. In the description box below, you will find a playlist which I call something like source materials. So it's source materials I used for that I'm using for this series. So you can just, like, you know, scroll it down. Right now there's only 3 videos there because I'm just starting. But as this series goes on, you can just scroll down, and you know, the ones I added the first will be the oldest shows. So so you can go check that out. It's source material. There you will find a really good version of this 70-minute compilation. And I will also give you the set list. I will add that in below. So also in the description box, the set list from this concert. And yeah, and I will walk you through the other videos that you will find in this source material. So if you go to the source material, the first thing you will find from this concert is a video from Never Say Goodbye. Never Say Goodbye was played in a beautiful, largely acoustic way in this show. So you can find it in the main show or the main video, but also in a separate one. Really, really good, like a 5-minute video of this song. Then you will find the 70-minute show, and then you will find a clipping, and it's like a 2-minute video, and it's a video that was shot either, parts of it must be either in Jakarta or they were going to Jakarta, because you see Richie Sambora saying something like, hey, Jakarta, like he reads something. But fans have commented below the video, like that video is not shot in Jakarta, it's shot in Kuala Lumpur. So it may actually be the only material ever shot in Kuala Lumpur, which was, you know, May 4th show. I think it belongs to a press kit that was released. Some say the material was shot in Thailand, which was even the concert before that. So you have like 3 concerts. Jakarta, May 6th, which this video is about. Before that you have Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where we know nothing about, but maybe some material of that little press clipping was shot in Kuala Lumpur. Before that we have Thailand, and I didn't look it up if we have any material about that, but there are stories that the press kit was shot in Thailand. So that's the 3rd video that you will find in source material. So a little kind of like a behind the scenes video, 2-minute video of John Bon Jovi singing Rockin' in the Free World with other band members kind of like dropping in, and it's a montage with cities where they have played. So that was it for today. The very first video. Oh God. Well, we started. So it's kind of like going through it. If there is anything more I really need to say right now. No, I think I kind of like talked you through everything. So you can go through the source material list and find, it's all in the description box of the video on YouTube. So you can go to the description box and find all this material in the source list, and I'll be back on Friday. So I'm recording these videos at a time when Bon Jovi was actually on stage. So I'm not gonna record it in the morning or anything. I'm going to do it between 8 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. So I will be back Friday, and that's Singapore, and unfortunately there is no video whatsoever from Singapore. So I'll be talking about other things that surrounded this time, like the These Days album, or about the tour, and about the set list and songs that were on the set list, because the set list is known for Singapore. So like what songs are pretty rare or were added to the set list compared to what they played in Jakarta, and stuff like that. So it's a very interesting time, because at the time of these concerts, their album These Days had not been released, so it was called the These Days Tour, but the album had not been released. So it's really interesting to see, like, do they dare to put new material in the concerts or not? And that's one of the things that we can kind of get into on Friday, what were the choices they made. So unfortunately, until now, I haven't found any videos from the Singapore concert, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll find it somewhere. And either way, I will see you Friday for the Singapore concert and everything that I can find about that. Okay, see you then. Bye.